done things with patients and then you felt bad or you felt some effect from it. I'd say it's a common thing. If you tell me you're treating somebody who's sad or they experience loss or things like this or disease, and you can experience some of their emotions for sure. The more you're open to it, it's a two-way street. I can tell you that I don't experience it. I don't experience that in the way it's being told to me, meaning I can feel your fear. I can feel what the fear is doing to you. I'm very cognizant that it's not my fear. So I don't have to do anything to protect myself. And I've had different mentors have different ways of, they say, clearing the room and getting rid of bad energy. And so people will have one mentor, he had these little pocket polarizers, one in each pocket supposed to do something. Another one said you need to rinse your hands with water, that will clear the energy. I told you about my partner stinking up the whole room with sage. Baral at the time used to say you can't put your head over their head because you're going to absorb something. You need to stand in a certain place. The best explanation I heard that really resonates with me was John Upledger. And John said things very succinctly. Your problems are your problems, mine are mine. So you can experience their terror, but it's not yours. I don't feel terrified. I feel terrified after work when I think about my own problems that are terrifying, but not your terror. It's a state of mind. Everything is a state of mind. The boogeyman can't get me. And you already know my references for the vampire movies. Certain rules for vampires, those of you who may have married one or run into one. Okay, what are the rules for vampires? The vampire cannot come into the house unless invited by the rightful owner. So that's one thing I want to say. Your state of mind is what is going to keep you clear and healthy. Two, some of you have asked me, I know I've told you in other weekends, I don't feel tired from our work. I'll feel tired from my own personal things and thinking about them over and over, just like you do when you worry about stuff. When I'm working, it freed me up from that. I never got tired from, and now, okay, I'm older than dirt, so I get tired, but I don't get tired doing what we're doing, treating patients. I actually get energized. I believe you're connecting to something greater than us. If it's not a God or spiritual power, then it's just activating your own human compassion that's enervating me. So whether you take a God point of view or a human point of view, it doesn't matter to me. I feel energized doing this kind of work. Being compassionate and caring, you don't run out of compassion and caring. You get more by spending more. So it's state of mind. The other thing I wanted to address that I had a discussion with one of you is when you're doing these things and it's very intimate, it is. You're getting very into an intimate part of their life. And then you have a vision of something. I think this thing happened to you. Keep it to yourself. Okay? There's no benefit for you telling them. The only time I give someone advice, you should do this, you should do that. If someone's hurting you, or you're gonna hurt someone, or you're gonna hurt yourself, no, then I need to tell you what to do. Short of that, little spices of life, I'm telling you, you don't know what they should do. Yeah, you know what, you're stressed out because this job is not the job you want and you should take another job. I'm not saying that's wrong advice. That's what the PhD psychologist should tell them. You could tell them too, but I don't think that's our purpose. Our purpose is to move energy and open the doors so trauma can be let go. The psychology, I understand why you would give them the advice. If you want to take a bigger view of it, I don't know if you just should stay in that lousy job. Maybe you need to stay in the lousy job and be unappreciated a little bit more, and you'll come to the realization yourself. Maybe me talking you into leaving that job doesn't change anything for you. You go to the next job, and let the next person treat you the same rotten way because I told you to do it. You didn't tell you to do it. I think there's realizations you'll come to on your own, unless you're going to hurt yourself, hurt somebody, or that kind of dangerous situation. If you're going to tell them, you feel someone in a certain position, and you say, I feel that this is happening to you, I feel that, and you're asking them, well, you're doing that for your own self-aggrandizement. Yes, I want to prove that I'm a psychic. Yes, I was right. Okay, or you want the patient to go, wow, she read my mind. Okay, I don't think this benefits the patient, I really don't. It's not the highest benefit. Don't misunderstand me. It's not like I do everything right. You know, I'm just trying, but I am trying to keep my thoughts on the right track. The treatment is about you, not about me entertaining myself about you, not about me trying to have you an increased perception of me. You're gonna have whatever perception of me you wanna have. If I got you better and things got a little better in your life, you're gonna think whatever you wanna think. If I didn't get you better, you still feel lousy, you're gonna think whatever you think. I'm not gonna change it. Keep your mind on the right track. Everything's happening in your mind. You wanna talk about energy? People talk about energy like it's some amorphous thing that we don't have access to. Everything is energy. If you're touching somebody's muscle and you're trying to feel something, there's energy behind that, making everything work and making everything go. So you can squeeze the muscle like a mechanic, or you can feel the muscle and try and find the exact small part of that that feels bad, that's hypertonic. Or you can go through that muscle, that little hypertonic area, and you're traveling into something deeper, into their psyche. The moment where you're deep with them, you are with them. That's why it's easy to feel bad, because they feel bad. It's not your bad. You're a guide, not a boss. I can say to you, you know, it's better over here. No, you want to stay in the torture chamber? Okay, but it is better over here. We have cookies over here. But, you know, you can be tortured for as long as you feel you need. Unless you're going to hurt yourself or somebody's hurting you. Then I need to tell you what to do. Or that you need to be medicated. We need to stop this process. Mind-altering drugs, you know, things are very anti-medicine today. Medicine has a really bad perception. But if you think you want to kill yourself, no, we need to intercede with every intervention humanly possible so you don't hurt yourself. And then we get rid of medicine. Everything has a place in healthcare. Everything has a point of view. I said to someone just before I start talking now, I'll look at this table. I see this table, I see this little corner of the table. I see it, you see it, you see it. We all see it a little differently from a different viewpoint. Who's right? I don't know who's right, but we all have one aspect of it. Are there any other questions?